Hey everybody, Sylvius here. I'm back on RPG Shooter Starwish. I just needed to make sure I was actually recording here. I don't know if that showed up or not. I'm back on RPG Shooter Starwish. I think this is episode 9. There should be approximately like 2 more videos until I actually beat the game. Well, this and 1 more video until I beat the game. I may do a 3rd video just to kind of show off that program where I was talking about in the past. How you can see the other cutscenes just so that you kind of see how that works. But anyway, let's gotta move on here. Oh man, fun fact by the way. So this is video 9. And in video 7, somebody commented and was like, oh man, it looks like a pretty sick game. And I was all like, yeah, and I was about to say something to him about how like it is a really sick game, but then when I looked at his name, I realized he was the developer of this game. The developer found my videos, and I was all like, yeah. It's a really good game, though, in case he watches this one, too. And he's also a really good guy. At least I think it's a he. Alright, mouse. Let's use laser for a little while. Kill all of those little rising displays. Randomly switching weapons at this point. Alright. I'm gonna go with the shoot everything. This never fails me. Except for all those times I've been hostage. Sort of enjoy using this weapon, actually. It's kind of fun. Pairing it with like large amount of missiles makes it pretty solid. Everything. We use the star assault wheels. Boss time? Where's the boss? Maybe? Okay. This is actually possibly the best weapon. It takes out the little missiles shooting at me. Oh, I might not be fast enough to actually kill this guy here. Yeah, I'm just like barely fast enough to stay out of the way. And taking damage is not making it better. There we go. Woo! That was tense. Ow, my eye! Feels like it's being ripped out of its socket. I'll trade you. It feels like my gut is being knifed, then stomped on. Ah, the feeling passed. This is awful. It's worse than I expected. I hope everyone is okay. I'm gonna go check myself in with sickbay, if that's alright. Yeah, that's a good idea. Go on ahead. I'll go see if the others are well. Take care, friend. There you are, Deadeye. Whoa, that isn't my favorite lab rat. What brings you here? Looks like you're doing well. I wanted to make sure you were okay with all the commotion going on as we're nearing Iblis. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. Everyone else kind of keeled over, though. I wonder what's up with that. Of course it'd have to be Deadeye who didn't feel it, even remotely sick. Hey Deadeye, mind if I ask you a question? Sure, hon, what's up? Do you regret coming to work here? What's this all of a sudden? You were a normal civilian who just approached us one day and joined up. There was no need for you to become a pirate. Don't you sometimes wish you could return to a peaceful life instead of becoming involved in this mess? Honestly, you're such a foolish captain. Well, I appreciate the brutal honesty. No, I mean, not once have I complained about being here. No one has. Even now, I enjoy my time working with you. Huh? But why? We're about to be facing something that is quite likely to destroy us outright. I'm sure you've been feeling the same dread as everyone as we approach that vile thing. You still don't get it. I didn't come to the mothership to make weapons. I came here to study the various wonders of space and see things few have a chance to. I came here to learn things that no Federation lab can teach me. I came here to make a difference. I'm not so self-absorbed as to ignore the perils around me. And now that this Iblis has shown itself, it's my sworn duty to develop the tools to defeat it for the benefit of the universe. Wait, so all this time, you actually had pretty good reasons to join. I may be young, but I'm not stupid, so get your head out of the clouds and start acting like a captain. Sorry, Deadeye. You have a pretty good head on your shoulders. I can't believe I'm the one getting reprimanded by a little girl like you. Just don't forget we're all working hard, even Nefertiti. Nefertiti? She's the one who's been repairing the ship, remember? You were the one who assigned her. Oh yeah, I guess I did. She wants to help out against Iblis, but without her greater powers, all she can do is act as an engineer. And if I say so myself, she's quite good at it. I see. I never realized she was working that hard. She's just not the type to come out and tell you about it. In a lot of regards, she's like Ginny. Thanks, Deadeye. I'm gonna go talk to Nefertiti. Don't be a stranger, huh? I must say, I had new respect for Deadeye. Who knows where we'd be without her? Okay, I have an idea. You propose another half-baked idea for defeating Iblis? I'll listen out of sheer amusement. Hey, what's with the attitude? You were all polite up until now. My patience only goes so far. You seem unfazed by my arguments. So what can I do but listen? Okay, so here's the idea. What if we overload Iblis with huge amounts of desire? You know, blow him up like a balloon. ... Yes? I knew it. I shouldn't have listened. Well, I don't hear any good ideas coming from you. Listen to me. That thing is desire incarnate. It has no limitations. It was designed to listen to every being out there. What you're asking is the equivalent of feeding it crumbs, expecting it to burst from such an insignificant amount. You don't have to put it like that. I'm not angry with you, Mr. Deuce. It's merely that I'm unable to understand your death wish. I find it funny that you would do anything when you first tried to come into the end of time. What do you find amusing about that? You went through years of service, took out nearly every pirate lord, and collapsed some stars to come here. It turns out your planet's gone, and there's an ancient monster festering here. So what, you're gonna die quietly? I'm saying that we should enjoy the time we have left, rather than accelerate towards our doom. There's a fundamental difference. But what happened to your resolve? You went through so much trouble for one goal. It's that kind of ambition we could really use right now. It's all irrelevant now. There's nothing left to strive for. Nefertiti, you're a logical woman. If we've nothing to lose and everything to gain, why in the world aren't we working together to formulate a plan to defeat this monster? I myself have nothing to gain. Even if you should somehow defeat Iblis, Lucerna will still be broken, and I will drift away to oblivion. I might as well enjoy what little time I have left. Fine, so you lose in that regard. How about one last attempt at redemption? You could try to save everyone else instead of yourself. That effort would be in vain. No one can be saved, not from Iblis. I've calculated this more times than I care to admit. There is nothing we can do. Nefertiti, let me ask you this. Have you ever attempted something you knew was impossible? No, that would be pointless. Furthermore, I fail to see why you'd even consider asking. Then it's time to make an impossible goal. Let's work towards it together. You want your last few moments of fun? Then come join us in a blaze of glory. Oh, by the way, Deadeye's been telling me that you've been working pretty hard around here. I just want to say thanks for keeping things in working order. Even if you won't help us against Iblis, you have been helping out with the ship. Our interests are the same. There's no reason to thanks. I shall think about what you say. Farewell. Just a few more days until Iblis would assimilate the star. What was I doing? I hadn't been coming up with any sound plans to defeat Iblis. Instead, I was sitting around talking to crew members, making sure they were okay. What were Johnny and Mar up to anyway? I hadn't seen them on the bridge for days. Whatever the future held, all I could do was place my trust in everybody. Or maybe I just need to trust myself. I don't think trusting yourself will particularly help in this situation. Crap, I didn't do that right. And there's nobody in the cabin. Alright, well, I could really use a laser upgrade. And I could really use a charge upgrade, too. Otherwise, I think I'm probably good here. Let's go to the hangar, spend all my money on mods. And I got one left. I hate it not being symmetrical. No! There we go. Alright, absolute 0 time. I can break out the laser now. And this is very, very not a force for the laser. It is very a force for this weapon. This is also a force, I think. Yeah! Got it! And I crashed into the floor. Whatever. Crap. Taking hits. Yeah, this is very not the course for the laser that's oh crap. I was thinking through that time. Shoot everything. Ah! I got stuck in it. Crap! I shouldn't have gone up for that stupid laser upgrade. I mean that was hilarious though. Like, don't get me wrong, that was hilarious. Like, legitimately hilarious. But oh man! All right, take 2. Let's die less like an idiot this time. On the upside, while I did die, is that profit. I got a whole bunch of vitamin drops. No, I didn't kill him! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No! I let something get past me. Oh, I feel horrible now. I'm just gonna quit. Delete my game. Ah. I shouldn't have done that. No, need to kill everything, so need now. I am, by the way, like, completely aware that I'm just for the record, in case anyone was wondering. I am aware of that. Okay. Shoot this. And this time let's not get stuck on the wall. Yeah, I think not getting stuck on a wall would probably be the best. Oh, snap. Good catch. Yes. I don't know why it's so important for me to kill everything, because like the game doesn't actually give me any kind of bonus for it. But I feel like it's just absolutely necessary, and not doing it like makes me upset. Come on, die. Die. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, now I think I can use the laser. Maybe. Whoa! Totally not expecting that. I think maybe the actual one was assault. Get a little bit of backfire. Whew! Just one more area left to clean out, thank goodness. Haven't slept a wink in days. It's so hard to concentrate with that thing around. And now I feel like I'm using up all my energy just to stay awake. At this point I'd even consider eating one of Deadeye's concoctions if it can keep me going. We can have my share, that stuff's nasty no matter how you look at it. Would you believe Nefertiti actually likes that nonsense? I'll believe it, Nefertiti and Deadeye are both monsters in their own right. Deuce, you got a moment? Oh, Johnny, you're back on the bridge. Sure, what do you need? Tomorrow we're gathering the entire ship and holding a strategy meeting to combat the threat known as Iblis. Alright, did you and Mare come up with anything? Maybe. If it's not much of a bother, can you take me and Mara to meet our little fiery engineer? Real quick, okay? Before I continue here. Now, I am, like, moderately... I've played a lot of RPGs, and I've played Dungeons & Dragons in the past. So, like, I've known what Jinn are and what Ifrit are And they're monsters that show up in Tibia. In fact, they're like a big part of a quest line that lets you sell items. So I know what Jinn are, and I know what Ifrit are, okay? So when they did their little like, oh, her name's Ginny, because she's a Ginny. Ah, and her name's Nefertiti, because she's an Ifriti. I was like, wow. Like, I see that connection now. Alright. You mean Nefertiti? Sure, I don't think she's interested in talking, though. I tried to get her to help us out several times, but Nefertiti seems adamant about how useless it is to attack Iblis. I know, that's why I'm going to play my last gambit. Last gambit, eh? I'd have more confidence in that if you were actually a good gambler. Mr. Deuce, I'm on break, as you can see. We're nearing Iblis. Have you come up with anything? I was about to ask you the same. The best I could come up with was to fire everything we have into it. It's not much, I know. I suppose you could attack its physical form. That might allow you to slow down its progress in reopening the Book of Gates. I still do not believe it will do any good. Well, that's a start. I'll take anything I can get. Ahem. Oh, Nefertiti, I have someone to introduce you to. I don't believe you two have met. Oh, love. Pleasure to meet you. Huh? What is this strange energy coming from you? Nefertiti, this is Johnny. How are you feeling, Ifriti? What are you? Your presence is neither that of a Jinn or an Ifrit, but some sort of hybrid. A combination of all four elements, to be exact. I got the same reaction from Ginny when we first met. What does that mean? All four elements? I've never heard of such a creature. And how did I not notice this until now? It is as it is. Honestly, for being a mythical race, you find things hard to believe. I've been masking my presence, not that hard when I have all four elements under my command. But your elemental mastery feels incredibly weak compared to myself or Ginny. Aye, a side effect of my transformation. I'm kinda lost here. We Lucernarians are essentially elemental forces given form. For example, I'm fire incarnate. I can bend fire to my will. What this thing is trying to suggest to me is that he is comprised of four elements: earth, fire, air, and water. There has never been anybody attributed to more than one element, let alone four. Ifriti, do you remember the ancient text regarding the forbidden arts? Of course, that's how I learned of the Book of Gates. Then surely you heard of the Johnny transformation. So I was like, how did that get past me? Because I knew those exist from Dungeons & Dragons. Like, I've read their thing. How did it get past me that that is what he is? Especially when, like, Ginny responded weirdly to him. I was upset with myself that I did not see this coming. Impossible. Don't tell me you committed the sin of giving up your powers. Aye, I did. Becoming a Johnny wasn't a sin in my time because nobody thought it was worth doing. Everyone was too addicted to their own powers. I'm the first and only Johnny as far as I know. Having given up my powers, I had no means to return to Lucerna. That's probably why it became a taboo. Nobody knew what became of me afterwards, and was therefore deemed dangerous. Then, this is the result? You have four elements to sustain you? It's the only way to do it. To become a Johnny requires the balance of all the elements, if you wish to live without your powers. But why? Why would you want to give up your wishes? A simple enough reason. I fell in love with a mortal woman. She was the only one to open my eyes to the wonders of the universe. Such a trite reason. Don't knock it until you've tried it, as they say. I assure you, I've already been there, so how long have you been alive? That must have been ages ago. Well, I started to lose track of time. I'd say I'm a few hundred years old by now. This is just unbelievable. Okay, that's fine and all, but how are you supposed to help us against Iblis? I'm not, she is. Greetings, I'm... Marid? I thought they no longer existed. You are chock full of surprises, Johnny. And then this happened, and I was like... What? I knew those exist! The Tibia quest line has... It's a green Jinn versus the blue Jinn lore. The greens then become Ifrit after they're just normal green Jinns, and the blue ones become Marids. Okay, I'm lost again. What's going on? And why is Mare a woman? The Marid are the highest order of Lucernians. They are beings of water whose power far surpasses those of Ifrit or Jinn. That is correct. Unlike Ifriti or Ginny, I retain my dominion over water without the aid of the star fragments. I do not even require the presence of water to manifest my will. We Marid designed these containment suits to hide our presence from those such as you. I had no idea that Marid were this strong. Wait, Mare, if you were that powerful, why didn't you help out against the fireball? My ship was damaged when I had come to rescue, remember? However strong I am, Ifriti's power exceeded my own when amplified. Had I known about the star fragments before Ginny took them, things may have turned out differently. Oh right, I forgot about that. I thought the Marid left Lucerna because they were too strong to tear the world asunder. No, we simply hid ourselves from view. We did not wish to partake in your pointless Jinn-Ifrit war. Thus we isolated ourselves. Countless ambassadors from both Ifrit and Jinn tried to contact us for aid, but we would not reveal ourselves. I see. I am truly humbled to be in your presence. I am still unconcerned with your affairs, but Johnny and I require your cooperation to combat Iblis. Well then, this changes things. Maybe we can do something after all. Good. Tomorrow, we're holding a strategy meeting. We'll discuss our options then. So, I don't get it. If Mara's so powerful, why is she even with us? Because I promised Mara would share the secrets of becoming a Johnny if she's willing to aid us. If any of you help us against Iblis, I'll teach you how to become a Johnny as well. For what reason should I want to give up my powers? Because Lucerna is about to be doomed, remember? Becoming a Johnny is the only way to extend your life. Lucerna is too brittle to give you a life as prolonged as mine, but you should be able to live out the rest of your lives as a human would. I see. I shall strongly consider your offer. Good. I expect good results from all of you. So, Johnny, you knew about Ginny, Nefertiti, Mara, and Lucerna all this time? Well, I've been exiled from here for hundreds of years. I can barely remember certain details. I've lost my ability to sense other Lucernians. I'm still the same Johnny you know. I never had any crazy powers. Did Oracle know about you? No, Oracle was a long descendant of mine. That's why I kept a close eye on her. Apparently, descendants of Johnny may exhibit certain unusual powers, such as precognition. This is all just too much. Are Tessa and Deadeye hiding secret identities from me? You never know, me. You never know. Alright, that's just the ancient ruins, all that's left. So let me do my little level up here. I screwed it up last time. Alright, let's talk to Mare. So Mare, you were really a woman all this time. Yes, is this a problem? No way, it's just that I didn't expect you to be so, beautiful in here. I mean it, I'd like to see you without the helmet again. Is that an order? No, I won't force you to do anything you don't want to. Then I shall remain within my suit. Okay, it's an order, take off the helmet. Negative, you've already waived that right. Bah, so how did you escape Lucerna's destruction anyway? I ran away. You mean you knew Lucerna would vanish? No, I ran away from my duties of keeping Iblis sealed. You ran away? That doesn't sound like you. Over the years, as Iblis became stronger, it became increasingly difficult to restrain its influence within the end of time. I left to search for a means to keep it sealed. Shortly after leaving our star shattered, with only a fraction of my power remaining, I could no longer contain Iblis. I gave up hope and pursued life as a vigilante and then a bounty hunter. It was then when Master Oracle approached me and promised me I could help save the universe. That is the main reason I joined. You once asked why I address you as Master. Both you and Master Oracle are masters of my fate. A Lucernian is bound to an object or oath often addresses their master in such a fashion. It has become my sworn duty to protect you. Speaking with you all this time has reminded me that I should not throw my own life away so easily. You're saying I'm still too hot-headed? I'm afraid you'll have to figure that out yourself. Ha, typical Mara answer. Master Juice, if you'll forgive me, we both have matters to attend to. Mara left without another notice. Even though it was brief, I was still captivated by her beauty underneath the helmet. I wonder if I'd ever see her again. Thought of never seeing her again sent shivers down my spine. So you're really a Johnny, huh? Guess there's no point in hiding it now, but don't let that bother you. I'm still the same Johnny you've always known. So how much do you really know about Iblis? If you're really that old, you must know more than you suggest. You're a perceptive one, I'll grant you that, but you shouldn't ask about that. Tell me, Johnny. I'm tired of you evading the question. Considering I'll be battling it soon, I think you owe it to me, to Orca, to everyone to tell me what you know. You sure you want the truth? Lay on me, brother. Fine. You're welcome to hate me for what I'm about to tell you. There's only one other person I've ever told you this, but I'm the reason for Iblis turning out the way it did. You? What? Why? Why would you possibly want Iblis to evolve like that? It was an accident. Hundreds of years ago, I wanted to give the one I loved the ability to grant her own wishes. I made a wish that lesser beings could do the same things we could. It turns that in order for that wish to come true, our star would need to become stronger. That in turn meant Iblis would become stronger too. I unwittingly set off a chain of events that made Iblis evolve into that. For ages, I wished I could take it back, but it was too late and it couldn't be undone. Sorry, Johnny. I never knew. It's all my fault. I'm the reason for everything being all messed up. Even Nefertiti's crimes pale in comparison to mine. I can't ask for forgiveness for what I've done. I'm such a coward. You've been secretly fighting with that thing the whole time, weren't you? All those times I saw you with Mara was about Iblis, wasn't it? You even managed to get Nefertiti and Mara to help out. Only because I have something they want. Even then, I cannot guarantee we'll succeed. Sorry, I ramble too much. Is it alright with you if you leave me to my thoughts for a while? Alright, Johnny. For what it's worth, you're still a good man in my eyes. Don't beat yourself up anymore. I gave Johnny a tap on the shoulder as I walked past him. I swore I would do what I could to help Johnny. See, okay, going back. When, like, they did the Nefertiti and the Jinn thing, I was like, oh, that's clever. And then when Johnny came out, I was like, oh, how did I not see that? Like, what? And then the Mare thing happened, and I was just like, wow, I'm an idiot. Like, I'm absolutely an idiot. I thought they would only pull the trick once, which is why I overlooked Johnny. But, like, immediately after the Johnny thing happened, I was just like, oh! And then I did it again. It killed me a little bit inside. I was, like, legitimately an idiot. Because I knew what was... What's my laser? Yeah, we'll buy that. Yeah. I have 99 modules? I guess I do. No, wait. That can't be right. That can't be right. 5 plus 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, and then plus 7 is 82? Okay, it can. Yeah, Abby's an idiot. I'm dumb. It's cool. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. That never happened, guys. Alright, now I'm gonna try to use the laser. This is, again, not really a great spot. Well, that deals nice damage. So what do we got? Blood red pyramids up now. Yeah. Shoot them all. Oh yeah, I got it. That one. Yeah, that's what I want. Come on. Let's die. Crashing into a wall. I think I take most of my damage from crashing into objects, which doesn't really say much for my positive skills. Probably should have saved that for the boss so I can immediately go towards it. Yeah. Probably should have saved that for the boss. Whatever. Right, I forgot about that part of this fight. The spike bar. That will do a ton of damage if I let it hit. Oh, there goes my shield. Ooh, that's supposed to be. Ooh! You know, I don't really think this is a weapon now. But I'm not really sure what is the weapon now. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the correct weapon here is. Ah, crap. That was bad. That was even worse. Come on, it's like, it's dead. Okay. Oh, man. Huh, that's strange. I don't feel any ill effects. Yeah, same here. We've cleaned out all of Lucerna and the path is clear to Iblis. I would have thought we'd suffer the most ill effects here. Maybe that's because it's preoccupied with something? Preoccupied? With what? With that. There was no mistake. The Book of Gates began to form a distance away from Iblis. The Book of Gates, this is bad. We're out of time. All that's left is for us to go in there and clean his cloth. Yeah, Johnny said that we're holding a strategy meeting today. Yep. I think it's about time we all got started. Johnny called the entire bridge to the ship. Dozens of bodies filled the room as we all came to discuss the final battle. There's an incredible amount of tension in the air. Alright, everybody, we've gathered here to discuss just what to do with that monster outside there called Iblis. As you all know by now, Iblis is a monster that feeds on the desires of all sentient beings out there. It always reforms after being destroyed. At the same time, we cannot leave it alone or we'll travel to our universe and destroy all life. So Juice is going to discuss the battle plan. What? Hey, you never said anything about that. Relax. I already told you what we've come up with. I can't hog all the spotlight, can I? Fine. All of you probably noticed the Book of Gates is formed and can lead us home. However, we cannot leave, not until we destroy Iblis. In short, we're going to have to fire everything we have at this thing. The idea is to weaken its physical form and hopefully remove whatever star fragments may be remaining. Mare will take out the upper portion of Iblis. Yes, Master Juice. Swig, I'll need you to aim at the lower parts of this thing and do all you can there. Then I will assist you in reloading in secondary fire. Roger that. Righto. Johnny will be on bridge to coordinate the attack. He will call out any changes in Iblis conditions. If he says to attack a new target, we do so. Yep. Nefriti has infused all of her weapons with magical fire. This should allow us to damage Iblis. She will also be fueling the mothership's engine. Apparently she can ramp up the jump speed of any ship. Meanwhile, I'll be gunning for the face of that thing. Iblis creates things based on existing weaponry since it lacks imagination, so we stand a fighting chance against anything it throws at us. Since we're right next to it, expect to see drones being created out of nowhere. If anybody sustains heavy damage, I need you to retreat to safety. I'm pretty sure attempting to kamikaze this thing isn't going to do anything remotely useful. Our goal is twofold. We'll be trying to damage its physical form enough to reveal and remove the star fragments if they still exist. If we can't destroy it, then we need to destroy the Book of Gates to prevent it from leaving this place. Ideally, we want to kill Iblis first so that we have a way out of here. I'm not very good at inspirational speeches, but I'm proud to have you guys for crewmates. You've all been my family since I was a kid. We've lost some good people, but we'll lose a lot more if Iblis goes unchecked. So fight with everything you have, because there will be no tomorrow otherwise. Any questions? No? Good. After the battle meeting was over, I walked out into the hall by myself. Wait, Deuce. What is it, Tessa? Tessa came up to me out of breath, carrying a bag beside her. You were so busy, you forgot, didn't you? Hey, if it's something minor, we have a rather large problem on our hands. Without looking up, Tessa handed me a wrapped box. I know, happy birthday. Oh, ever since we were trapped in this place, I completely lost track of time. Is it really my birthday today? Yeah, you've been working an awful lot lately, so I made you this. I opened the carefully wrapped box that smelled of lilac. A scarf? Yep, it's what you asked for, isn't it? Yeah, but I thought you said you had an idea for a gift. What, you don't like my handiwork? There's just no pleasing you. No, it's not that. Thanks, Tessa, I love it. What's this? The Great Deuce is caving in already? Sorry, just tomorrow's a big day. I appreciate all the support you've given me. I know I haven't been a very good friend or patient. I've been constantly getting injured and making you worried, and yet you've stood by me every step of the way. After all that trouble, I was expecting you to not like the scarf. With that, Tessa dug into her bag and handed me a small flat object. It's a framework photograph of all of us, including Ginny and the Oracle. Wow. I don't know what to say. Simple thank you would suffice. Of course. Thanks, Tessa. This means a lot to me. Hey now, don't go getting all teary-eyed on me. I'm not, I'm just tired. Jeez, I've never seen you this vulnerable before. I haven't even given you your last present yet. Huh? There's more? Before she left, Ginny wanted me to give you this. Tessa handed me another box about the size of a stuffed animal. What is it? I don't know. She told me to hand it to you on your birthday. I haven't opened it. I stared at the box for a while, as though I were holding Pandora's box. Well, aren't you going to open it? Yeah, here goes. Ginny's wrapping job wasn't very good. She was probably in a rush when she did this. I discarded the wrapper, leaving me with a mundane-looking box. As I opened the box, we could see the brilliant light emanating from the openings. Ha 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 ha! It brought a smile to my face. She had a good sense of humor. What is it? Can't you tell? It's a brass oil lamp, just like those you hear about in the stories of old. What does that mean? You never heard about the genie of the lamp who grants 3 wishes when you rub it? No, can't say I have. I'll tell you about it sometime. It's a good story. I like how Ginny left some lint inside. You have a strange sense of humor, but I'm sure Ginny would be pleased at your reaction to our gift. Yeah, this brings back memories. Thanks for everything, Tessa. Think nothing of it. Before I go, I have one last thing to give you. Close your eyes. Hey, you know I hate surprises. I know, but make this exception for me, please. Alright, just this once. I stood there, arms folded, eyes closed as ordered. A little rustling was heard, then I felt a soft, warm brush against my lips. It was brief, but it felt like an eternity. Thank you, Deuce. Don't push yourself. You're a great friend. I heard her slowly walk away. I remained there, frozen in space. Eyes still closed, I rubbed the lamp several times, as though expecting a miracle to happen right then and there. Nothing. A tear fell into my hand. Alright. Once I do my little level up there, and buy myself some new weapons, I will end the video here. Oh, no wonder why I was doing, like, no damage with this weapon. It's because I haven't upgraded in the longest time. What do we got here? Lasers? Kind of nothing worth buying. Maybe those are worth buying. I'll actually use them for now. Oh, snap. Alright, folks. There is nobody to talk to. And there's Iblis. So that is just the boss of the game. We'll be back soon. I'll see you. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. And check out that Facebook page.